welcome to Obscure Depths Playoff Edition. Alright, week 1 of the playoffs, week 18 essentially we'll call it. Cincinnati at Houston. This is the first Saturday game. Houston is 4.5-point favorites in this one. Ooh. I really like Cincinnati. I think they're doing a lot of good things right now. They're going to have their hands full, I think, with this Houston defense. Geez, this is a hard one to call. I think I'm going to go Houston minus the 4.5. I think Cincy's going to make this a very good game, but I see Houston scoring a late touchdown to win this, like 24-17 type of thing. So, since I'm not crazy about it because I really do think Cincy has some potential. I just think Houston has taken their lumps, and I think they've slowly learned from them, and they're going to be ready to at least win one playoff game. I might have said something different last week, whatever. But I think Houston's going to win this, and I'm going to take minus 4.5. Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay is 7.5-point favorites at home in this game. Minnesota beat this team last week in a very, very good game, an entertaining game to watch. That was a crazy second half. If Minnesota gets an early lead in this game and hands that ball to AP all day, it could be a long day for Green Bay. And that 7.5 points seems way too big. Set the record straight, I do think Green Bay is going to win this game, but I don't think it's going to be more than 7.5. I don't like that little hook on there. I think it's going to be, like a 4 or 5 point game. I'd like to say a field goal game, but if you are a fan of Green Bay at all, you don't want to think about that and the game resting on the leg of Mason Crosby, especially this year. So, which could come into a factor, especially if it's cold and they need a big kick from him. He's had a very, very average year. Average to say the best about him. So, the Colts at Baltimore. Moving on to the Sunday noon game, Central Standard Time. Colts are 6.5-point dogs in this game. Does weather become a factor in this game? I just don't know if it does. It's not going to be nice there. And Andrew Luck, coming from Stanford, is going to have take his lumps in a cold weather game, I think. But I think the Colts have the potential to win this game. I don't think they will, but they do have obviously a very bright future with Andrew Luck. But that being said, I'm going to take the Colts plus 6.5. I think they can hang in this game. What the Colts need to do is find out a way to stop Ray Rice. Because with a new offensive coordinator mid-season for Baltimore, if they can control Ray Rice and control the clock in this game, the Ravens could be in trouble. So I'm going to take Indy plus 6.5. I think the Ravens will probably win the game, and I'm not going to blabber on any more about that. Final game, Seattle at Washington. Washington is 3.5-point home playoff dogs. RG3 getting 3.5. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a super entertaining game to watch. Obviously, this game would probably be like 7.5 points if it was in Seattle, just because of that crazy home field. I just feel like a lot of people think Seattle are going to win this game. But I'm going to take the Washington and the points. You're going to give me 3.5 points at home. Yeah, I'm going to take Washington and the points. I'm not going to make a definitive call on who's going to win this game. I'm just going to be very excited to watch this game. So this has been Obscure Depths Playoff Picks. Thank you for watching. And thank you for listening to me all year long if you have been. I'm going to hit you with a little more Curtis Mayfield before we go. So have a good weekend, folks. And just keep dancing.